Now, Joe mentioned the alcohol sale resolution that will be coming to most of Mecklenburg County soon. With that and the mask mandate and the capacity rules already in place, many businesses are really feeling the weight of all of these restrictions. Our Deshaun Brown talked to owners about their concerns and what a reopening rollback might mean for them.
Erica, one of the biggest concerns I heard from multiple owners today was the thought of tighter restrictions and what that could mean for someone's job. On the brink of Friday night in Charlotte's Noda neighborhood, there are signs of life among its shops, restaurants, but with that comes a menu of all the rules to stay open, like mask, physical distance, or only serving half the crowd.
It's tough to ask restaurants to be policing that, so just the more guidance we can get on what those best practices are and the more kind of instruction.
Jeff Tony Dandel is juggling 4 businesses on the same block in Noda. 2 of them, he's paused reopening.
It really is hard to make money even at those peak times. Haberdish, we have those big barn doors. It's open and airy over there, and we're able to kind of consolidate over there and do really well. Crepe Cellar is just it's a little more quaint and romantic, and it's just tough to fit a lot of tables in there and make it a profitable thing.
By next week, Mecklenburg County may add another restriction to the list, banning alcohol sales in restaurants after 10 o'clock at night. As part of an effort to break up crowds like this one, spotted among the city's nightlife. For John Ellison of the Gin Mill, he says this could also prompt him to close his doors.
We will definitely have to take a long look if we have to shut down at 10, whether we'll stay open or not. I just feel like 10 o'clock is too early, 11 o'clock or maybe 12. But when you stop selling alcohol at 10, all these younger people are just going to pile into apartments, other places, and they're going to party there.
Even as we just reported, a leaked report prepared for the White House task force suggests both Carolinas tighten its restrictions even more, something both these owners don't want to hear.
I mean, it's been tough to even get to this point. A rollback would hit us hard. It would hurt our employees a lot, and it would cause a lot of restaurants to struggle for sure.
Yeah, Deshaun, they're talking about all the adjustments they've had to make to stay open. Share more with us about what they say all this means for the bottom line.
And Erica, that really has been handled on a case-by-case basis. One of those owners told me that because he's been in his location for so long, he's been able to save on rent, so that helps to pay some of his staff. But then there are other cases, one of the owners you just heard from, who's had to close one of his locations because it was too expensive to stay open. Erica?
Yeah, they are really hurting. Thank you, Deshaun.